Good morning. So that's today. That's a lot more content and less talking on my end. And it's been about 3 or 4 months since I started this channel. And I thought it was time that I started spending a little bit more time on the creativity side, as I just don't want to back myself into a Hyrox corner. I think I'm much more of a person than that. I know if you watch my first video, it is 30 minutes of talking, but it's me more or less kind of introducing myself as far as who I am now, who I'm aspiring to be, what motivates me, what I'm into, and who I once was. And a lot of that kind of plays into my mindset going into this winter, as winter has definitely shown its face today. I know if you've seen a lot of my training videos, I talk about how much I hate the heat, I hate the heat, I hate the heat. Well, fall just kind of said peace out, and now it's freezing. So thought this would be a good time to make more of a creative editing, music, kind of what my normal day looks like. I know when you go to YouTube and you type in day in the life and you see someone that just takes 100 ice baths and works out for 12 hours a day, and you don't see them doing any sort of work or anything like that. That's not this channel. So wanted you to see the life that I've kind of created for myself that allows me to be with my daughter as much as possible, allows me to coach as many clients as much as possible, and allows me to kind of put my best foot forward as I am able to kind of keep myself in this field of fitness 24/7. Okay, that being said, I've been a bartender for 10 to 12 years. I've been out of the scene for about 3.5. I've been sober for about 3.5. And this is the time of year, especially in the Midwest, where the winter blues, the depression really starts to soak in. And I want to also use this channel as a way to help you and kind of give you a little bit of insight of how I transitioned and what I have to do 3.5 years later to still stay motivated when winter kind of really soaks its teeth in. So what my life looks like now compared to what it was like back then. I live a very quiet life. I stay home a lot. I don't go out on the weekends. I don't want to go out on the weekends. I don't like to socialize. I don't really like to get out in the social world. Being in the Midwest, the scene is mostly a bar scene. The social scene is mostly bar scene. So even though I'm 3.5 years sober, alcohol does not have any sort of effect on me. When I find myself in a bar setting, I just don't really want to be there. So I was looking through my channel, and I was always saying that this channel is more or less for me. It's more of a journal for me. It's more for me to stay inspired to create content, because who wants to watch boring content? I want to make my day-to-day life as fun, as exciting, and that someone would want, make your life exciting enough that someone would want to watch it. And that's kind of where I'm going with this, is that I'm trying to fill a void that I found I was developing. I was building this habit of procrastination in between clients. I am someone that coaches from 5 a.m. to about 9 a.m. And then I come back about 3 o'clock when school's out, and I coach into the evening. So I have this massive time frame in the middle of my day where I can either be creative or I can be lazy. YouTube has been on both sides of that, and I want it to really be on the creative side. And I just want to get better at it. Going through my videos, looking through all my videos here, I clearly only have a very small viewership, and a lot of it is just mostly me talking about Hyrox. Hyrox does obviously play a very big role in my life of staying sober and staying consistent and staying true to my training and using YouTube as a tool to keep me there. But that's not all that I am. Okay, so when I talk about my past, it's usually on the side of drinking, but that's not all that I was. So from 12 to 18, I skateboarded, I snowboarded, I moved out to Colorado multiple times with some friends, lived the awesome mountain ski bum life, moved back here a couple times, spent a few winters there, a few summers here, made that transition a couple times. It was a great life. I enjoyed it. It was so much fun. Was an avid golfer. I played golf in high school. I played golf in college. I had a little bit of an accident in my freshman year in college. Fell down a flight of stairs, dislocated my shoulder, didn't really do much about it, and it kind of ruined my golf for about 10 years. Didn't really do much about it. That's actually kind of where I got introduced into the gym that I'm at now, was simply just to strengthen my shoulder to kind of get back on the golf course, as it's a sport that I really enjoy doing. Like I said, I'm not trying to just corner myself into this Hyrox world. I'm not trying to corner myself into like alcohol and depression talks all the time. I want this to give people the insight that you can start over anytime. You can make pivots. You don't have to be this one individual. If you're a personal trainer, you don't have to identify as a personal trainer. If you're a football player. You're not just a football player. And I think when it comes to social media, they really want you to stay in your lane. They want you to stay consistent. And honestly, that is great for clicks and views. And you want the people that are just constantly rewatching, they come back to you because it's addicting. They want to see you at a slot machine. It looks like gambling is getting massive on Instagram. They want to see you constantly baking. But if those are your passions, obviously those are your passions. But for me, I just want to be creative. I want to live a life that, like, if there was someone filming my life today, what would they be seeing? Is it me sitting on the couch eating 5 bowls of cereal? Or is it me utilizing every free hour to get shit done? Kind of what brought me back to last year. I went through a training block last year with Hyrox, and that's a little bit where the depression and alcoholism and the consistency of staying sober worked for me, as I have always signed up for something that's on the back end of our winter. So if you're someone that lives in the Midwest, or you're someone that is trying to get out of this slump, if you're entering that cold, bitter winter season, I strongly inspire you to sign up for something that excites you, that is going to push you to train, that's on the back end of your winter. So I was always signing up for a DecaFit. I was always signing up for a Hyrox that is like February and March. It forces me to train through the winter. It doesn't have to be outside. It could be in the gym. But if I was just this avid gym goer a couple days a week, and it just is really hard when the winter soaks in to be that person. Like, I'm just going just for the sake of going. You wake up and it's dark. You get off of work and it's dark. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. It's just a struggle, and it's still a struggle for me, even though I love this. This is one of my passions. This is what motivates me to get out the door every day. It's still the mood of the winter can still soak its teeth in. Last year, like I said, I live in Davenport, Iowa. There's really nothing that glamorous about this place. So I was making, like, finding the view of everything Instagram reels. I was going for runs every day, and I was telling myself, like, I'm avoiding the bike path. Like, where am I going to go today? Today, I'm going to run through maybe some rough neighborhoods. I'm just going to take cool cinematic videos of, like, finding art out of, like, what we wouldn't normally call art, and then going on, like, really nice trails, and, like, going out into the country. And I was just making videos for the sake of making videos. And at the end of the day, it played a really good role for me here. It inspired me to stay consistent on my Instagram, and we got the job done. But yes, in closing, I am racing Dallas Hyrox on Saturday, and it is Thursday. So using the YouTube for motivation, as I am in a wave with some pretty stellar dudes. For those of you that didn't see my Instagram post, I am running in the same wave as Nick Bear, Rich Ryan, Ryan Kent, Dylan Scott, and many, many, many other really good athletes in this Hyrox world, and on the YouTube world. So there's I'm really inspired to be in that wave. I'm going to push myself probably to the absolute limit. Travel is going to be a little bit of an issue. I'm going to have a little fatigue from that, and also racing 7 days ago. But I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what we're going to do next. So drop a comment if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want to see. If you have any critiquing on my editing, I would love to hear it. Like I said, I'm just simply with a cheap mic, an iPhone. That's all I'm using right now. I've got an editing software on my phone, and I inspire just to get better and invest in this a little bit as time and money allows, and give you guys as much inspiration and motivation and information as I possibly can. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.